times has been a pillar of democracy, a pillar of tolerance, a pillar of freedom of religion. And this is the reason why we are here today, to voice our plea to Her Majesty's government for freedom of religion. Any attempt to secularize those institutions is an attempt against the Jewish religion and the Jewish way of life, which is dictated by the Torah's divine teachings and cannot be altered or amended. We appeal to Her Majesty's government to omit Part 4 of the relevant part of the school bill. We are hopeful that Parliament will take seriously our complaints and not pass an attack against the Jewish religion.
In the halls of the House of Lords, legislation is currently being considered, which, if God forbid, this were to be enshrined in law, it would be a direct attack on our religious freedom. The British Commonwealth, however, were trailblazers in the reforms to the penal code, abolishment of capital punishment, human rights, freedom of religion, protection of ethnic minorities, and social equality. The current deliberations in government concerning matters of education have gone to the point where principals could soon face imprisonment while providing a solid and sound education. Adonai
As we are gathered here today, the schools bill threatens to dismantle the very fabric of our community. The schools bill represents a threat to the Orthodox Jewish way of life. The school bill seeks to undermine and compromise our traditions, our religious standards. The question is, who should be bringing up our children? The parents or the government? I would confidently answer that no one can bring up our children as well as we, the parents. We, the parents of our precious children, appeal to the British government. Please do not take away our freedom to continue to follow our God-given duty to bring up our children in accordance with our sacred tradition. We cannot allow any outside influence to interfere with the manner we choose to educate our children. We're doing a pretty good job of it. Don't fix it. Many of our ancestors sacrificed their freedom and even their lives rather than compromising one iota of their religion. This commitment will never change. We will always put our children first. We therefore ask the House of Lords, members of Parliament and the Department for Education to please amend this bill and thereby allow the education of our children not only to survive but to thrive. Thank you.
Parliament Square has seen today
a very unique gathering. A gathering where one hears the heartfelt expression of words and song and prayer about something that touches the very heart, the very soul, the very essence of what it means to be a Jew. But when it came to lighting the menorah, he knew that that was something that no changes can be made, because preparing a receptacle for Judaism, where Judaism can be studied, practiced, and given over to future generations, there is one way, one direction, and that cannot be changed. A yeshiva, a Jewish school, which have the antecedents in thousands of years of Jewish history, exists to communicate and transfer the essence of the connection of a Jewish soul with our unique mission in life, to be a light unto nations, and that is Jewish educational establishments. My mother came to this country as a 10-year-old child on the Kindertransport. Over 100 members of her family were murdered during the Holocaust. One of my mother's cousins had a little child. What mother's love of a child is infinite. She said, "I really appreciate your offer, but I'd rather my child die as a Jew than live as a non-Jew." And that is what the strength of feeling and the strength of character and the strength of conviction that we're here to express. That being Jewish to us isn't a hobby. It's not something which is superficial. It goes to the very essence of our being, of what it means to be a Jew, of what it means to be a Jewish person. And we respectfully ask everyone to help us in this holy mission. Thank you.
tzedakah v'chesed ve'hoshiyah